We all want to be happy. And firstly, to be happy is within you. Toastmasters friends, a very good morning. We are all living in a very competitive world with lots of peer pressure. This pressure starts early in childhood, at home, at school, with our parents and teachers comparing us with other kids in studies, in extracurricular activities, in sports, and pushing us in this competitive drive. I too was pushed in this competitive drive and felt very stressed because no matter what you do, there will be someone who will leave you behind. I also realized that by comparing with others, we make ourselves feel low and miserable. I read this motivational book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma, and he very clearly says that comparing and competing with others is a negative trait and never do that. And he says, you always never compete with others, but rather compete with yourself. And I have adopted this as my first mantra for happiness. Toastmasters, did you know that our mind is a powerful machine which can believe things that are unreal? When I was a child, something struck in me. Somebody told me that if you go to a saloon, you can contract AIDS. And that time, AIDS was a very scary disease. I was so paranoid on visiting a saloon that I would carry my own scissors and blades to a saloon. People used to look at me very perplexed. And during the same time, our business partner's son, 33-year-old person, he died of a massive heart attack at the hospital, leaving behind two small children. I felt so depressed that day. And this negativity and depression continued. And with the counseling from a lot of elders, well wishers, I came out of this negativity. And that day I decided I would stand as a guard at the entrance of my mind and not let even one negative thought enter my mind. This quality of cultivating positive thoughts has been my second mantra for happiness. Toastmaster, I would share a small story about a personality. I'm sure you'll be aware about her, Sudha Chandran. She met with an accident at the age of 16 and got her leg amputated. She overcame a disability by getting a prosthetic Jaipur foot, and today she is an acclaimed classical dancer in the country. We all aspire for things that we don't own, and in this process, we do not cherish moments that with the people, with the loved ones around us. My third secret to happiness that I show an attitude of gratitude each day for something and for someone. And by doing this every day, I feel myself joyful and happy. And when I don't have any special gratitude that day, I just go to my wife and say, hey, Bharti, thanks a lot. You've done such a great thing for me. And you must see, she's so happy. She keeps me happy the entire day, no fights. And for all the married people out there, do try it. This is another secret I'm sharing with you. I've observed one quality at Chennai Speakers Forum about encouraging and motivating. Each speaker is constantly encouraged and motivated and pushed and to perform better. I've read somewhere that a person who constantly encourages and motivates others remains himself or herself remain motivated. This quality, what I've observed at CSF, I've incorporated this and this has become a useful practice for me to be happy. Toastmasters, I would like to share a story. It's a real life story about this very famous, not a very famous personality, but a great soul called Palam Kalyana Sundaram in Tirunelveli. This person dedicated his entire life for the welfare of the poor and needy. He spent his monthly earnings for 30 years for the welfare of the poor and even slept in railway platforms to feel the sufferings of the poor. He donated his entire prize money of 30 crores to the poor people. What a noble soul. Not all of us can do such great things, but we can definitely do small things with great love. I've been blessed to be born in a family who's believed in giving. My grandfather never owned a home, but he ensured that the society has a school, an eye hospital, a veterinary hospital. My father too inherited this legacy, and in spite of having 7 children, he generously contributed for the welfare of the society. Toastmasters, there is a scientific study which has proved that the secret to happiness and good health is in helping others. That is why we see a lot of these big wigs, the business people, at the fag end of their life. They donate the entire money to a foundation because they know giving back to the society is the real purpose of life. Toastmasters, the joy that I derive in helping a poor family meet their hospital expenses, the joy that I derive in celebrating my child's birthday with the underprivileged, the joy that I derive in adopting an orphanage and taking care of their needs is much more than any award or recognition. It is a recognition to our soul that cannot be expressed but experienced. It is about feeling the sufferings of the poor and caring about the needs. I'd like to conclude my speech by this following my mantra for happiness: never compete with others, show an attitude of gratitude, encourage and motivate others, cultivate positive thoughts, and finally, help others. We will rise and find the real secret to happiness. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmasters.